Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am in Islamabad currently visiting the Jinnah supermarket, the famous Jinnah supermarket. You can see all the hustle and bustle behind me outside, and I am in one of my favorite places in this market, and that is this bookshop. What is this bookshop called, Ji?
Old Books Collection.
Old Books Collection. This is my friend from Old Books Collection in Jinnah supermarket. As soon as you enter the market, you will see the bookshop on the left, and it is full of wonderful books. And my friend here is the proprietor. What's your name, sir?
Fareed Ahmed.
Fareed Ahmed is the proprietor, and he's been here for many years. I've seen him around, and subhanallah, look at these books. Some of these books are absolutely amazing. Okay, you can look at these books and the titles: Islam in History by Bernard Lewis, one of those Islamophobes who has since passed away, I think. This is one of his books. He was a scholar of Islamic history, no doubt, but he was a bit hostile to Islam. You see, most scholars have their biases and their prejudices, so no one is safe from. Another very interesting book, Moorish Spain, on Islamic Spain. You will find many interesting books here. You know, this bookshop is full of absolutely amazing books. That famous book I always recommend to people, Lost Islamic History, a fascinating book, a very good introduction to the history of the Muslim civilization or the Islamic civilization. Okay, there is another book I saw in the shelf here, which I strongly recommend, is Osman's Dream. Osman's Dream is by Caroline Finkel, and this is a history of the Ottoman Empire, which is a very good treatment of the topic, and it's a good introduction. I mean, it's quite extensive, the book is quite detailed, but it is a good introduction. So Fareed bhai, tell us, if people have lost interest in books, is it a booming business, book business, or is it declining?
I think the people who used to read books, they are still reading books, and we still have sometimes new readers as well. So it's very hard to see that it is declining. But yes, you're right, because now they have internet and all that, so it becomes a bit difficult for us to.
But internet doesn't mean that they are reading more books.
No, it
That
doesn't
means that means they're reading more statuses,
Yeah.
Facebook posts, Instagram posts, but not books necessarily.
No. They are actually spending their time online, so for other activities.
As I have mentioned repeatedly in my videos, that we were the most bookly people in the world, and as a civilization, as a people, as an ummah, we have become the most bookless people in the world. And you know, as full as this bookshop may look, you know, not many people buy books, unfortunately, nowadays. People have lost their interest in books, and you can see this place is full of absolutely amazing books. So any one of you who visit Islamabad anytime soon, do visit the Jinnah supermarket, and this old bookshop. And one of my favorite sections is this section on Indian history. There are some amazing books on the history of India here. I can see some of them right now in front of me, and maybe I can pick one of them and talk about it, like William Dalrymple's The Last Mughal. Very good book, The Last Mughal, William Dalrymple's. Okay, and some other books. Let me. Okay, so they are all buried underneath. Okay, so there are so many books on India that I simply cannot pull one of them out and talk about it, because there's so many different books on different topics. Okay, like for example, this one is Longman's History of India. Okay, this is a good one. Not highly recommended though, because it's old, it's outdated, but there are some very recent books. Okay, so this is one of my favorite places, brothers and sisters, in Islamabad. When I do visit Pakistan, I come to this bookshop, and I always find gems here, and I strongly recommend this place. So the purpose of making this video is to encourage you to start reading about your history, start reading about yourselves, start reading about the world, and see what we are made of, right? We can only get to know our civilization when we read books on it. Okay, so start studying books on the Muslim history in particular, and global history in general, and then we can live as better citizens in this world. Assalamu alaikum.